Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. What's up, family? Let me go ahead and welcome everybody in at the same time because I got some information to cover. What's going on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook? How are you guys doing? I hope all is well with everybody. This is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, coming by real short, sweet, straight to the beat, okay? I definitely wanted to first start off by saying welcome to those who are coming by for the first time. I welcome you here. Hopefully you'll come back and chit chat with your girl. And welcome back to those that always come around, sit around, hang out, function, support, whatever it is that you do. You are greatly appreciated, okay? If you don't mind sharing this real quick, okay? It takes 30 seconds, literally. It's free. It helps me reach the people that I'm supposed to reach. I know that I'm not here for everybody, but I am here for somebody. I may be here for you today, and I might not. I may be here for somebody that you know. So a simple share helps me evangelize this good old truth that I'm about to lay on y'all. Helps me reach the people and beat the algorithm, okay? So can we take 30 seconds? Real quick, everybody that's tapped in right now. If you don't mind taking 30 seconds, that would be great while I go ahead and get pulled up what I want to get pulled up first. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Thank you guys. I've shared and I have my, let me see. Trying to see if I can go ahead and get this one thing up. I'm going to turn my screen in just a minute because I want to show y'all. We're going to get started in just a moment. Okay, here we go. I got it. All right, there we go. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to share it with y'all, okay? I'm going to read this first because earlier today, it pulled up. All right. So earlier, as I was reading and I was studying, I want to start here first because this is very important. There is so many of us who don't know our identity. Okay. So when I read this passage of scripture, I want you to know exactly who he's talking to. And earlier in my study, I was led to go to this scripture. It is in Jeremiah 17. Okay. I'm going to tell you the exact verse. I'm going to start at the beginning. How about that? Line upon line, precept upon precept, so we understand where I'm going with all of this, how America, what's happening, it's all tied into this. I'm going to start here first, okay? Please share this to the DM, story, tag, invite, to the messenger, however, on whatever platform. Copy the link, drop it in somebody's text message, whatever the case may be. We all need to be aware of what is happening and where we're going. So in Jeremiah 17:1, I'm going to start there. The Lord said, people of Judah, your sins cannot be erased. They are written on your hearts like words chiseled in stone are carved on the corners of your altars. One generation after another has set up pagan altars and worship the goddess Asherah. Everywhere in your country, on your hills and your mountains, and under your large trees. So I'll take everything that you own, including your altars, and give it to your enemies. You will lose the land that I gave you. Told y'all land was an inheritance that God gave and still gives. You will lose the land that I gave you, and I will make you slaves in a foreign country because you have made my anger blaze up like a fire that won't stop burning. I, the Lord, have put a curse on those who turn from me and trust in human strength. They will dry up like a bush in a salty desert soil where nothing can grow. But I will bless those who trust in me, the Lord. They will be like trees growing beside a stream with roots that reach down to the water and with leaves that are always green. They bear fruit every year and are never worried by a lack of rain. You people of Judah are so deceitful that you fool yourselves and you can't change. But I know your deeds and your thoughts, and I will make sure you get what you deserve. I'm going to just stop right there, okay? God is talking to his people. He's talking to Judah. And in order for us to know who Judah is or who exactly he's talking to, then we must know who Judah is, okay? So I will pull up a chart. You can go pull up a chart as well. This is right here on Google. I will pull up a chart about who the 12 tribes of Israel are, okay? Who the 12 tribes. So as you can see, Judah, number one. Let me flip this around so you can see. According to scripture, the 12 tribes of Israel, with number one being Judah, that is American blacks, what they call African American, which don't make no sense because you can't be from Africa and America at the same time. Any other nation know exactly where their roots trace to, but we don't. Okay? Most of us don't even know our great grandmother's names and birthdays and different things of that sort. Okay? Judah is American blacks. Benjamin is West Indian blacks. Levi, the tribe of Levi, is Haitians. Ephraim is Puerto Ricans. Manasseh is Cubans. Simeon is Dominicans. Zebulon is Guatemalans or Panamanians. Okay. Gad is Native Americans. Those are the Indians. Reuben is Seminole Indians. Asher is from Colombia to the Uruguay. I don't know how to say that word, but no pun intended. Issachars are Mexicans. Aztecs, and Naphtali is Argentina, or Chile. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel. So if Judah is African Americans or blacks, then what we just read, he talking to us. What he just read, he's talking to us. And he said, because you continue to do things over and over and over that I didn't tell you to do, and it has been done consistently in your generation without change, I will punish you and send you into a foreign land. I will take back the land that I gave you and send you as slaves into a foreign country. Sound familiar? He said, and I will curse every man that makes flesh their strength. We rely on these systems. We rely on the government. We rely on their programs, on their welfare, on their Section 8, on their food stamps, on their Medicaid. I will curse. Jeremiah 17, and I read from 1 to 10. Okay? Where it says, I, the Lord, have put a curse on those who turn from me and trust in human being strength, trust in another man's strength, trust in the government to help us, trust in the programs to help us. I will curse. We go to church, we hoop and holler, we jump up and down. You can't get delivered from a curse. A curse can only be removed by the person who put it on you. And the only way you remove a curse is to do exactly what was instructed for you to do, or your ancestors to do. Okay? This is just a little history, especially to my melanated African American folk, because we want to know why we keep spinning the block over and over and over and over and over again, generation after generation. We out here making the most noise about Section 8 and Social Security and all of this stuff, and they coming for it. And the people don't know what to do. People do not know what to do. But I'm telling you right here, here's the answer. This is what the Most High said, look, I will destroy them, and I am not going to stop destroying them, because I told them from generations ago to worship me and to serve me and to follow my system. Okay? I paid my blood for them. I called them my chosen people. And yet and still, they keep on choosing to go after different things and still continue to make flesh their strength, flesh their resources, flesh their necessities. And that's why we're in trouble. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Just let me know if you understand in the comment section. Okay? If we don't know who we are, we can't know where we going. When we read that good old book, we won't know who he's talking to. We'll think he's talking to a group of people who existed years and years ago. No, he's talking to us. And this is why we in the trouble, in the situation that we in. We want everything else but him. Now, let me get into what I'm sent here for, okay? Because you see the title. The truth is, America is collapsing. There ain't nothing we can do about it. Their hands is way too short to fight with the Most High God. Way too short. And the time to render him a payment is here. And there's nothing that they didn't pay him. Okay? From market analysis and people who study the market and people who are experts in studying, trends and all of this stuff. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing that God said. Okay? Why he keep on pressing us the way that he pressing us, even still today. Let me stop the screen share. Even still today, The Most High God has directed his people and what to do and how to do it, and we still hard-headed as HE double hockey sticks. Hell, and that's why we gonna have, and I'm just saying we, because we as a group, but not we as a, I'm doing what everybody else is doing, and I'm being disobedient. The devil is a liar. When he told me these things were coming and how to prepare, I took heed and still taking heed. Okay? Still taking heed because I'm so delayed. I was once a person dependent upon man, the systems, Section 8 welfare, working, all of that stuff, jobs. And if you got to utilize that, there's nothing wrong with that. But the systems are crumbling, and they are crumbling by divine design. God is crumbling them, and there ain't no amount of prayers. There ain't no president. You hear me? There ain't no politician that can help you. If you don't return to the basics, which God instructed us to begin with, you're going to get your butt demolished. Period, point blank. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and show y'all these headliners that I got to show y'all, and then I'm going to go ahead and get up out of y'all way. Are we good with that? The reason he is angry with us is in Hosea 4:1. He been angry with us way back when he delivered us, and we start crying that it was better for us. That's what we're doing now. There's nothing new under the sun. We're doing this right now. It way back when the sons of God and the daughters of man, and way back then, we're still doing the same thing. Way back then, when we built the Tower of Babel in our minds, when we sought to be bigger and better and smarter and wiser than the Most High, it's still the same old tricks. This is a different generation, different year, all of that good stuff. Same ones that he delivered, and then they cried, let us go back to captivity. It was better for us in Egypt. Same people, still today. That's why I don't be taking, I have a compassionate heart for my people. I understand in a little sense, a little bit, because sometimes I'll be like, God, I don't get it. I don't get how you can chase down a group of people who want nothing to do with you. They would rather burn sage, turn to witchcraft, turn to sorcery, turn to psychicism, turn to all of this stuff. Keep on turning. They won't turn back to him. They just keep on turning in every other direction except his way, and wonder why. Now, we the only group of people in the whole entire world. The only group of people in the whole entire world, not just restricted to one country. We are the most cursed for those that are not in Christ. I'm just talking, overall, for those that are not in Christ, our community. And why are we walking around with a curse? Because we won't obey. This is why we suffer. This is why we deal with the things that we deal with, okay? And we'll continue to. I'll read that again, because this is what he said. Every time I'll be like, God, what is your word for your people? What is your word for me? Where are we going? What is going to happen? I want to know. I'm very inquisitive. I want to know. I want to stay in the now. I want to know what you're saying. What is to come from all of this that's happening right now? Okay? People of Judah. Let me show y'all that again so that y'all see it while I'm reading it. Okay? These are the 12 tribes of Israel. Y'all read with me. Okay? Emphasis on Judah. Okay? Y'all make sure y'all see who is Judah. The title is The Lord Will Punish Judah. The Lord said, people of Judah, your sins cannot be erased. So let me wrap it up in our language. You people of American blacks, minorities, okay? Your sins cannot be erased. They are written on your hearts. You have sinned in your heart against God. If anybody get up here talking about God, you go after all kind of things except what this good book say. Chasing all kind of things. I don't want to go through the process, so I'd rather just receive a prophecy. Pay for me a prophecy. Sow a seed to a false prophet for you to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing over here and just doing it. Okay? I'd rather you tell me. I'd rather you go through it. Your sins cannot be erased. They are written on your hearts like words chiseled in stone or carved on the corners. Deep. One generation after another has set up pagan altars and worshiped the god Asherah. Let me tell you who the goddess Asherah is. Okay? Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me stop this share. Let me stop this share. Hold on. Okay. All right, let me pull this up and share my screen over here so y'all can see. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go back and read that again. Y'all just seen who are the people of Judah? American blacks. So we got that established. The Lord said in Jeremiah 17:1, you people of Judah, your sins cannot be erased. They too deep. They're written on your hearts like words chiseled in stone or carved on the corner of your altars. One generation after another has set up pagan altars and worship the goddess Asherah. Well, who is Asherah? Asherah was a prominent Canaanite goddess and West Semitic goddess, often considered a mother goddess and consort of the supreme god El. She was worshipped across Northwest Semitic cultures, including in Canaan and among the ancient Israelites. In the Hebrew Bible, Asherah is sometimes depicted as the wife of Yahweh. Lion spirits. But let me tell you, okay? Let me go down. This is what this thing looked like. Let me go down. Okay? She was frequently paired with Baal. This is the deity behind fertility, sexual rituals, orgies, threesome, all this perversion. This is the deity behind it. Okay? And that's how she was worshipped. She's also this right here, the goddess of fertility. Basically, this was a freak demon. Okay? It's a freak demon. Okay? What you see us up here doing, popping, twerking, everything about us is sexually explicit. Still doing the same thing today that we did back then. Okay? He said, and worship the goddess Asherah everywhere in your country. Still doing it to this day. Everywhere in your country, on hills and mountains and under large trees. So I'll take everything you own. Sound familiar? We still ain't got that back. And I will include in your altars, and I will give it all to your enemies. Now we up here wondering why certain folks got wealth and we don't. Why we can't never get ahead. We want to be mad at the white folks so bad. But look at what God is saying and how we got here anyway. They're only doing what they were allowed to do. We can't be mad at them. It's our sin and our disobedience that got us in this. It's our sin. Why are we working like an elephant, yet we got to eat like an ant? Make that make sense. And even to put a cherry on top, okay? It says, I will take everything that you own, including your altars, and give it all to your enemies. You will lose the land. I told y'all on the last live that land is a spiritual inheritance from the Most High God, just as well as gold and silver is. Gold and silver is mine, but he gave us land. And we wonder why we over here asking for 40 acres and a meal, and why they won't give it to us. Why? Because that is real wealth. Do you hear me? Let me know in the chat if you hear me. Real wealth ain't money. Real wealth is land. Okay? The gold and silver are mine, yet we don't control or own any of it. But who owns and controls it? Make it make sense. Who owns the gold and the silver right now? Because it ain't us. But right here in this scripture, it says, I'll take everything you own, including your altars, and give it to all of your enemies. The silver is mine and the gold is mine. It comes from Haggai 2:8. Straight up. Do we own this? It means that God, not humans, ultimately owns all wealth. Okay? Including precious metals, which we don't possess. He said, I will take all of everything you own and give it to your enemies. And we wonder why we don't got it. It's not in our possession. We don't own one mining company, nothing, none of that. He said, and you will lose the land that I gave you, and I will make you slaves in a foreign country. I wonder who else done been made slaves in a foreign country. I just wonder who in the world God could be talking to. He said Judah, right? That's what he said. He said Judah. And we just seen that the tribe of Judah is American blacks. Because you have made my anger blaze up like a fire that won't stop burning. I, the Lord, have put a curse on those who turn from me and trust in human strength. We wonder why we working like an elephant and eating like an ant. We are so upset that they taking programs and stuff away from us. That's man's strength. Who owns that stuff? The government. We still won't return back to God and say, you are source. Give us real biblical wealth. We don't want that. We out here trying to buy Versace, red bottoms, trying to look like we got something, wearing everybody else's last name. We got everybody else's last name. Okay? We got they brands in our house. We use they brands for our computers. This place is not our rest. It's not. But the new Jerusalem will be. And we are to establish the kingdom of God here on earth as it is in heaven. We are commanded to do that. We are in blatant disobedience because we're not doing that. And in God's kingdom, there ain't no brokenness. There ain't no credit problems. In God's kingdom, there ain't no welfare and no Section 8. We royalty. Streets paved with gold. In God's kingdom, there is rulership. We decree and declare things. We do not beg and borrow. The slave, the lender, the borrower is a slave to the lender. And wonder why we slaves. We owe these people. We in their systems. We don't have none of our own. The wicked borrow it and pay it not back. You shall lend to many nations and never become the borrower. That is our inheritance. We don't have to wait until we get on the other side of glory to rule and reign. The devil is a liar. That is our God-given inheritance. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Being a lord over God's land. Landlord. Rule. Dominion. Multiply. Subdue. Be fruitful. That's our portion. None of that, which we are doing. We begging, borrowing. We supposed to be the head and not the tail. He said, if you will listen and hearken to all that I tell you right here, okay, then you shall be blessed when you go and when you come. That's not a scripture you can just quote out the way of the church house. I'm blessed when I come in and when I go out. No, not if you're not following the word. God has always tried to reach us. Always. And if you don't think we really, really, really valuable, Christ himself said, let me pull it up so you don't think, oh, Tawana just up here making up her own words. The devil is a liar. No, I ain't making up anything. I'll tell you when it's me. Let me pull this up right here. Y'all can go reference this right here. Okay? Y'all make sure y'all sharing this as y'all coming up in here. We the same stiff-necked, hard-head, pagan worshiping, going after other idols, sinful. We determined. God was very clear. And I don't know why I went here, but he do. And I'm all right with it. If you don't like it, it's cool. Holla at me on the next one. But when I sat down today, and for the last 6 months, he been taking me like, you need to stop even praying for them. They will not listen to you. They don't listen to me. Stop asking me to help these people. Stop asking me to give more time for them to stall more time and then to keep getting deeper and worser into, worser ain't a word, but it's mine tonight. Worse and deeper into their idolatry and their paganism. Okay? We fought God out there looking stupid about the unaliving of our own children when the very Bible says that we should be fruitful and multiply and not pass our children through the fire. You had more minorities, and this is what they said they did all of this for anyway. For the Black low-income people. Have y'all noticed we the basket cases across all the world? We always got to get the hand-me-outs and the hand-me-down. We can't have nothing of our own. Well, you know, it's going to affect minority people who out here, can't afford to raise a baby because they have 3 and 4 with no baby daddies, and we got to advocate for them to go into those clinics that are in our neighborhoods to unalive their baby. We are in trouble. My God from heaven, you better speak tonight, and you can have your whole way, and I don't care who don't like it. Still trying to undo the very thing that the Most High called us to do. He gave us a command in Genesis. Be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth. Okay, I'm going to create y'all. And then y'all going to go and create more of me. It's called producing, productivity. And then when you create more of me, y'all going to multiply. And then when you multiply, y'all will fill out, replenish the earth. It'll be so many of y'all. And here we come. I forgot what her name, Sharon Sanger, whatever her name is, Miss Sanger. Here she comes. We think we need to get rid of them. They've been trying to get rid of us for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. They did experiments, lynchings, you name it. You got to ask yourself, what could be so fearful about us? We don't ever want them to know who they are, because if they ever know who they are, it's game over for us. If they ever wake up, okay, if they ever wake up, you see it on the screen right here. Let me show y'all this, back to this, okay? I'm going to tell you why. Now, Christ died for the world. Anybody who believeth in him confess with their mouth, believe in their heart that he was raised from the dead. But I'm going to tell you right now, he said, I didn't come for everybody. I only was sent to the lost sheep of Israel. I didn't come for everybody. But because the lost sheep of Israel, my people, my people don't want me. He straight up said it. He straight up said it. My people don't want what they never have wanted, what I had for them. I told them exactly what to do, and they did the very opposite. Start taking other paganistic stuff and idols and stuff, into their homes. I told them not to do certain things. I told them how to dress. I told them what not to eat. Oh, this gets deep, Lord. Just tell me when to shut up. Just tell me when to shut up. We rejected them then, still rejecting them now, and then we wonder why we tried to go and blame everybody else. But I'm going to tell you right now, everybody else that has been an oppressor to us have been an oppressor to us by God's divine design. He told Noah, your people gonna come out of captivity. I'm going to deliver them, from the hand of Pharaoh, but they're gonna go right back into captivity. This time by way of ships for another 400 and some years. 430 years wasn't long enough for them. All the people who died in that 430 years, all the life that was lost, that wasn't long enough for them. Actually, when they came out, they said it was better for us to go back. And now these systems that we have made our flesh. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm speaking on what I'm speaking on, because we have continuously, and I promise you, when Joe Biden was running for president, I think it was in 2020, and he said, we're going after the soul of the nation. The Spirit of God began to talk to me. He said, it's always when Judah do something. That's why they'll put on their shoes and get Judah involved. Y'all bet to hear me right now. Okay, why you couldn't go after the essays and the Hispanics? Why you couldn't go after the Caucasians? Why you couldn't go after the Chinese? They minorities. Why you couldn't go after the Indians? They said, no, we need the African American vote. I wonder why. Because that right there was a determining factor. Is you going to ride with me, God? Is you going to turn to me and stop turning to these people who cannot help you? This whole entire system, this whole entire party that was sent to oppress you, is y'all going to stop, or is y'all going to turn back to me, my people? And we said, no, we don't want you. We want that. Give us that. Give us that. Give us Section 8. Give us abortion. Give us women's rights. Give us welfare. Give us handouts. And God said, wait a minute, hold up. I called you to be a laborer in my vineyard, not to be a couch potato. And now y'all mad at Donald Trump because Donald Trump is saying, hey, my programs are not forever. They're not lifelong. Y'all been on these mugs for generations. It should have been a step up to help up. But now it's become your crutch. Now you don't even want to work. Now you don't want to build legacy. Now you don't want to build anything. You don't want to build generational wealth. And then you want to be mad at the millionaires and billionaires who actually took the time to grind to build generational wealth for them and their family. And then now you want to say, oh, that's not fair that they don't get to pay no taxes because they learned this game. They learned how to play the game, okay? They learn how to play the game and you mad at them because they learn how to play the game and you did not. You just force-fed whatever the news tell you. You just force-fed whatever these politics tell you. You just force-fed. You still don't want Christ. Still don't want God in his direction. So he's preparing us. That was his message for me and for Judah. Y'all keep on playing with God if you want to. That's all I'm going to say. He already said it is what it is. And a lot of people be walking around here ignorantly. I be like, Lord, forgive them. Because they know not what they know not what they do. Only God can judge me. Let me tell you something. God's judgments are permanent. God's judgments are permanent. They are final. They are signed, sealed, and delivered. I would rather a human being judge me in righteous judgment or unrighteous judgment, because I can take that too and learn something from it. But I would rather for a human being to judge me, correct me, expose me, help me, point out a blind spot so that I can get it corrected. Because when God judges, his judgments are final. When he said, that's it, that's it. Period, point blank. They don't want to build because greedy pig corporations will just come along and steal it with their games. They keep changing the goalposts. That's because they let them, sister. These people can't do nothing we don't let them do. How many is it elite people in the world? Is it more than we, the people, the kingdom, the body of Christ? Is it more than we, the community? No. It's not. There's more prisoners than there are prison guards. Yet and still, those little prison guards can hold down a whole entire yard full of thousands of prisoners. It's just, it behooves me. It just behooves me. So we walking around without our identity. We don't want to turn back to the manufacturer who created us. And now these systems is about to crush millions of people. Let me go ahead and share my headlines. I don't have a bunch of time. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. And I got some free game. And I think maybe my sister, Sonia, are you still here, sis? Let me know. Let me know if you are still watching. I just seen your praise report, okay? Sis went and got pre-approved for $7,500. So I got to ring the bell for you. Straight up. Congratulations to you, beloved. There's so much more of that. So much more of that. And eventually I will get back to dropping some free gems. I'm going to drop a free gem on y'all tonight. Okay? But you got to do something with this. Remember I told y'all the last live that I was going to show y'all about the doctors being toast. And this doctor actually came out speaking about how AI is coming for his job. They said congratulations to you over here too, Sister Sonia. Congratulations to you from your YouTube and Facebook family. Okay, I told you I was gonna find this, and I did. Okay, doctors are toast. Now you know it's bad when they coming for the doctors. Doctors are toast. AI coming way faster than expected to replace them. This is a doctor himself. Not only doctors, lawyers. And this is all by design, man. I was doing some studying today, and it probably will take me a cool minute to just break all of this down. For real, how the whole system was set up to start tracking the digital ID, the real ID, how that is, all of this stuff is created to give us a carbon footprint. These people think they God, they want to be God so bad, so bad. Only God is omnipresent. He's everywhere at all times. He never sleeps or slumbers. So since Satan is a counterfeit, he like, oh, okay, well, I want to be just like God. Same thing he did when he got kicked out. I want to be just like God. So I'll create artificial intelligence that watches people 24/7. And we'll just have all these monitors to watch every person's, movement and all of this stuff. And now we can use AI to give a carbon footprint where they eat, where they travel, where they sleep, what their spending habits are. We can turn them off. These things will expire. And if we don't want to, in a recession or a pandemic or something, activate activate their digital assets, then we can control the narrative, the real ID, forcing Americans to get the real ID to be able to fly domestically and all of this stuff. It's leading, and now you're coming for all of these jobs. Okay, ain't nothing safe. But it's being allowed to happen because we the same old people that just want to keep on trusting in these people. Okay, we want to just keep on making flesh our strength, and that's why we will deal with the curses of making man our strength, making the government, workplace, the workforce, your boss, your paycheck, whoever delivers your paycheck, Social Security, EDD. Okay, making them your strength. Leave you with a curse. And you can't get a curse casted out. You can get a spirit cast out. But you can't get a curse casted out or casted off. Borrower's credit score plunges following student loan delinquencies. This is a terrible thing. May 25th, 2025. Millions of borrowers, not a little bit, millions have already reportedly seen their credit scores plummet because of delinquent student loans. Credit scores fell by more than 100 points for 2.2 million delinquent student loan borrowers and by at least 150 points for more than 100 million borrowers during the first 3 months of 2025. The Washington Post reported May 25th, citing an analysis by the Federal Reserve Bank. When I say they trying to do their big one, they big one, okay? Just all of a sudden, yesterday, this was published yesterday. Millions of Americans, all out of the blue, just hit with bad credit after missed student loan payments. The credit score drop is akin to filing for bankruptcy, and some borrowers are finding out when they try to go get car loans or rent apartments. But your girl been over here telling you how to fight back this evil, wicked, demonic system. And how to get this stuff removed. But y'all still want to trust in. God is telling us exactly what to do to get out of bed with the feds. Is he not? Let me know. Is he not? Is God not telling us, giving us strategic instruction on how to get out of bed with this demonic beast system? I'm gonna let y'all hear something. Let me keep going. I'm just keeping track of the time. Okay, millions as of yesterday, and people won't even know till they go apply. Education Department backlog leaves nearly 2 million student loan borrowers in limbo. In a recent court filing, the Education Department disclosed that more than 1.98 million income-driven repayment plan applications were pending. 1.98 million people was trying to get an income-driven repayment plan. These plans cap student loan borrowers' monthly bills at a share of their discretionary income with the aim of making their payments manageable. American Federation of Teachers President Rondai Weingarten called the backlog outrageous and unacceptable. So on top of the 3-point-something million whose credit score is going to be annihilated, now 1.98 million people trying to sign up for the income-based repayment plan, because I told y'all that these cats say You ain't finna be able to pay us what you want to or based upon your income. We setting the payments. Oh, and this is just getting good. Y'all keep on sharing, okay? This is just getting good so people can see their own doom coming. People need to see their own doom. The Bible says, look, warn them, whether they hear or they forbear. Warn them, because if you don't, their blood I will require at your hands if you don't warn them. The CFPB wanted medical debt to be left off of credit reports. That changed under Trump, okay? Now medical reports are allowed to stay on your credit report, okay? But I want y'all to pay attention to this right here. They put it on pause because they took it to court. And I want y'all to hear me clearly. It was supposed to take effect on March the 15th. It is now delayed to start on July 28th. You have this long to get medical bills off of your report. And we about to come up into June. You got that long to get that stuff off of your report. This man said he is in financial trouble because he had cancer and he is in debt up the yin yang for medical bills, which they can cease your income taxes and stuff. This stuff gets real serious and real deep. Straight up. And if you think that your money is going to stay around, it's not. This is the biggest scam in American history, if you ask me. The biggest scam in American history is to get a bunch of workers to work a job for you. Make you all this money. Okay? Make you all this money, and then you just toss them to the trash like, thank you, when you find a new system. The Binance founder says U.S. and China is printing money to buy Bitcoin as trillions flow into crypto market. This is going to be thrown upon us. You hear me? This is going to be thrown upon us. One day we're going to wake up and then boom. Your money don't work no more for you. And then what? I would rather you crash the dollar and you do whatever you're going to do to the dollar and implement your new system when I got what I need. Period, point blank. When I got what I need, then go ahead and crash it. Let me use the money while I can before you crash it. Let me use the money before I crash it. Before y'all crash it, let me use the money to go get me some assets. Let me use the money to go back and get exactly what God told me belonged to me to begin with. And that is land, gold, and silver. I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove it to you. Okay? Because even though they talking all this jive about crypto and all of that stuff, let me show y'all. When God say he the boss, he the big boss. And there ain't nothing nobody can do to fight with him. He is the most high God over all gods. All of them. Everyone you can think of, he God over them. He God over the devil. The devil still works for God. Period. Binance founder says U.S. and China is printing money. Now I wonder why. They said we in a debt deficit. We can't pay our bills by August. But yet and still they printing money to go buy crypto. I know why. They buying Bitcoin. Bet you none of us own any stocks or no Bitcoin at all. We don't own none of this. Bet you we don't. We don't even want to learn about it. Isn't that something? God gave us the opportunity to learn about it so we'd be ahead of the game. When they change it, we'll be in a better position to not fail. He loves us just that much. It's just us. We hard-headed. We demonically hard-headed. Okay? Now, this is a big one. Anybody on Social Security or know somebody on Social Security? I want to make this real clear. When I offer y'all some opportunities later on, because I had a dear beloved brother, let me come over here and talk to y'all real quick. So how are people supposed to clear medical debt if it's not on there yet? They won't be able to after July, but beloved. After that date, they won't be able to. It'll just be there. But if it's there now, and you can pull your report, then get it off. That's right. It's one big prison. Anybody know anybody on Social Security? And I brought this up because one of my dearest brothers asked, like, can I get involved in any of your programs with me receiving Section 8? Social Security. And I'm like, absolutely, you can. That's why I'm having you create businesses. Okay? When you go create a business or you do a DBA, doing business as, that's not your money. Okay? That's the business money, so it can't be counted against you. That's not your money. That's the business money. It's a separate entity. Picking up what I'm putting down, let me know in the chat, because I've been trying to tell y'all to get your birthright back a long time ago. When you were born, your scarecrow is getting your money right now. That's what I'll say. When you were born, that's why all your stuff got to be in caps, because you are born as a stock, as an entity. You have a name, you have a Social Security number, you have a birth certificate with a code, with a number on there. Okay, you are stock. When you become an entity, you get your wealth back. When you become an entity, banks give you back. When you a consumer, banks take from you. When you an entity, banks give you back, because this is what this country was built upon. Corporations. The United States is a corporation. Go Google it. United States of America is a corporation. And they take care of corporation owners. Someone said passive income isn't counted against your Social Security earning limit. Is that true? It's business income, because what you make, you spend, and you invest in your education. No, it's not. Can you pay your bills in the meantime, in between time? Yes, you can. You got to know what to do with the money when you get the money. It's all a game. That's why they live tax-free and debt-free. Yeah, but I still can't figure out how to make a business without any products or service. Sister, get out of your head. Get out of your head. You can make a business. A business is not about products or services. A business is about 3 pieces of paper: a LLC, a EIN, and a business bank account. That's it. That's a business. The LLC is the birth certificate. The EIN is the Social Security card for the business. And the bank account is the way that you receive payment. That's it. You can have a business without ever having products or services. I tell all of my people in government contracting, you don't even need services or products. You need to be structured the right way. That's what I mean. They need to be able to look and see, yeah, this is an entity. It is a limited liability corporation. Hello. It's a corporation, and it has a Social Security number. So everything goes into that Social Security number, separate from your Social Security number. So anything that I offer y'all can. Okay? Anything that I offer y'all, you can get them both at discount tonight, okay? Just give me a moment. I'm not going to be here much longer, but I think y'all need to see this. This is cold-blooded right here. Social Security checks could shrink for 450,000 retirees. This is scandalous, okay? Didn't I tell y'all last night that the government was coming for your federal benefits, welfare, Social Security, unemployment, as government resumes seizing benefits over student loan defaults? Imagine that. Till you pay your student loans, you ain't finna get no Social Security. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody not ignore it. What y'all gonna do? I hope sooner than later you'll understand that God loved you so much that he will use a woman. And let me say this, looking at y'all, because I know that there's some people who watch me be like, she always going through something. You might be right about that. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him or her from them all. I'm going through things. Keyword. I'm not being taken out or overtaken by things. I'm going through them. And while I'm passing through and while I make it on the other side, I'm confiscating keys to unlock the door for other people. So don't ever get it misconstrued. Every time I turn around, she got something going on. You don't think the devil trying to stop me by killing a lot of people in my family? How can I stop her? She's on a mission to help all of them. And if I lose all of them, I lose a lot of people. See, her singular, I'm not, okay, she want to go, she'll go. I might give her a little backlash, a little retaliation. But when she put on her boots and she decided to help all of them, oh, she became an enemy. So now I'll touch what she loves. That'll make her stop. I'll hold up her resources. That'll make her stop. I'll take her child out of here, her children. Oh, that'll make her stop. Surely that will make her stop. I will withhold her funds from her so she can't pay her own bills while she trying to tell everybody else how to make more money to pay their bills. That'll make her stop. And yet and still, I ain't stopped. I'm going through. So don't put some respect on this walk, on my walk, okay? Don't ever misconstrue it like I'm a wimp just going through, just woe unto me. No, I'm a winner and I'm a warrior and I'm going through. Now back to what I was saying. They are taking people's Social Security checks. This is terrible. Taking a Section 8, taking a Social Security checks, taking a food stamps, taking a government assistance. What are my people going to do? What are God's people going to do? Let's make it personal. What y'all going to do? Huh? Your jobs ain't safe. Okay? But I told y'all I was going to come up on an article right here that I want y'all to see. Didn't God just say the gold and the silver is mine? Didn't I just show y'all that? I don't care how much money they out here spending on Bitcoin and trying to create their system. Gold to top Bitcoin and silver on its way to $4,000 per ounce. This is it's an example, but it's also terrifying that gold is at $4,000 an ounce. And we don't own that. It was just at $2,000 last year. See, this is how you know what's the real deal is. And right now, we need to be doing income-producing activities that will give us compounded interest. We don't know nothing about no compounded interest. But I'm about to put you on game, cousins. Compounded interest. Credit. It gives you compounded interest. Why do you think God is telling us to get it? Land. It gives you compounded interest. Go look it up. Go look it up. Stocks. It gives you compounded interest. Stuff that we don't get involved in because we don't understand. Compounded interest is going to be the only way to help us with the skyrocketing inflation that is on its way, y'all. You got all of this stuff going on top of the inflation. Let me show y'all. Let me get through these real quick, okay? This is Walgreens. major retail store closed 29 stores in May. Unbelievable. Okay? I want y'all to see this. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman warns Congress the technology that they are developing will be as big as the internet, maybe bigger. I want y'all to just remember what this man said because I'm about to play something. Oh, can I play it without them giving me? I'm going to try to play it, hopefully. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use. Fair use when I play this video. This is for educational and commentation only. I do not own the copyrights to anything, but I'm about to let y'all hear. Now, this is what the feds is saying, okay? Feds. Pay attention to the feds. Jerome Powell. He used the word cataclysmic. Cataclysmic. The Fed U.S. dollar crisis warning predicted to spark parabolic Bitcoin price boom. They doing this on purpose. Let me tell you what cataclysmic means. Relating to or denoting a violent natural event. Didn't I just say one day we're going to wake up and they're going to just spring it on us? Hey, the dollar died. Sorry, y'all. We couldn't pay our bills. And yeah, this is the new program. It says cataclysmic is a violent natural. It relates or denotes a violent natural event. Disastrous. Catastrophic. Okay? These are the words, the meaning of cataclysmic, causing a lot of destruction or a sudden violent change. Now, the federal chair says cataclysmic Fed U.S. dollar crisis warning predicted to spark parabolic Bitcoin price boom. The word parabolic means parable. Ain't that something? Christ himself spoke in parables. The reason why he spoke in parables because those that knew, and those that did not, would not. Wonder why they're speaking in parables, okay? About Bitcoin price booming and about the dollar dying. I wonder why. Anybody, can y'all tell me why they speaking in parables? Why parabolic means parable? Same thing Christ spoke in, so that he didn't have to let everybody know what he meant when he meant what he said. Okay. Terrible. Sometimes you just got to sit down and take all of this in. Bitcoin and crypto, we can't do nothing about it. And I told y'all the last live that I was going to show y'all where they said diseases are spreading, but the CDC ain't even think about warning y'all. Okay. They say their hands is tied. If you get sick, you get sick. They said the cases of Ebola and all that is still on the rise, big time. I know they have reported over 100 million cases or 100,000 cases in Texas alone. But the CDC say they're not warning nobody. They're not even telling us what diseases is out, what diseases is coming. They're not even telling us. They spreading in it and we're not even aware. Just talked about this last time. Terrible. Terrible. Okay? Housing vouchers frozen. Bill threatens to dismantle Section 8, May 25th, 2025. Section 8 programs threatened. Millions of Americans could lose access to housing assistance under a sweeping 2025 proposal known as the One Big Beautiful Bill that has already passed. Millions. Y'all don't hear me though. Okay? And then now they want to come out and tell the people the truth. One of my good homegirls I went to school with, son is 6 feet deep because of this right here. I won't read it. I'll let you read it. But it do say they knew of deadly health risk and did not warn the public. When has the government ever had anything good in store for anybody? I want y'all to answer me that. Y'all quiet over here on Instagram. What's up? When has the government ever had anything good in store for the American people? And if you say never, or I don't know, I can't remember one time, then why in the hell would you trust them? Why would you trust them with your life? Why would you trust them with your livelihood? Why would you trust them with the ability for your children? Future and your finances. Why would you trust them? They wouldn't even warn people, and all these people is now deceased. I need to send this to my friend because she's still like, who do I sue? What do I do? Every day I'm in pain. Baby had to do what he had to do because they said that he couldn't work. Vermont's largest provider of Section 8 housing subsidies will stop issuing new vouchers. It's real. Not only Vermont, you had Missouri. There also is like, y'all can go look it up, all states that are no longer issuing Section 8 vouchers. You'll see it. Oklahoma was one. Thank you. Oklahoma was one. Several big states where you got millions of people. Millions of people. Now I want to get just straight over here. Okay. I want to play two things. I wanted to show y'all this article right here. Okay. How many minutes do I got left? Okay. I think we'll be good enough. Y'all check this out. This is how weird. I told y'all this AGI. I told y'all what they about to release next year. We got 6 months minimum. 6 months minimum to get all that we can. I don't care if you got to spend all your dollars investing in something that's you're going to get a harvest for later on. When you invest, it's not for today. It's for down the line when you really going to need it. When planters or farmers go out and plant seed, they don't plant seed and then be like, you there today? You there today? No, they know exactly when the harvest is going to come and they know it's going to be bountiful. They plant that seed, they water and nourish it and go on about their business. I'll see you harvest real soon and go on about their business. Update and tragic case of teenager who took his life after falling in love with Daenerys Targaryen AI chatbot. This thing got in his mind. This thing got in his mind and killed this kid, had this kid unalive himself. Oh, y'all can't see it. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can see this. I think it opened up in another window. That's why. This boy fell in love with a chat, with an AI bot. This thing had started talking to him, interacted with him, got in his mind, made it think that it loved him. Stop share here and going back over here and hold on one second. I'm gonna drop y'all 2 free gems in just a minute, okay? I'm gonna drop y'all 2 free gems. All right. I'm gonna come back to the straw man. We're gonna talk about that another time, but I just want to show y'all this real quick. Oh, okay. It opened up in another chat. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up in another channel. We're gonna have to go back and forth a little bit, but y'all need to hear this from the creators of these robots. Not the version that we have now, ChatGPT, Claude, Bing image. No. This is just for play. They just testing this to see, okay, is everybody how this works? Is people gonna be able to make money from it? Is people gonna adapt to this? That's what they using this AI that we got right now, okay? But the one that's coming out next year, smarter than humans. I already showed y'all. If y'all missed that live, the last live, go catch up on that one. Real deep. But here we go. This man had to testify in front of Congress. I want you to listen real clearly to what this man say out his mouth. Because we told y'all that they said when they released the AGI next year, that they had to buy doomsday bunkers because it would literally be bad for humanity. Now, hear from Mr. Inventor of AGI and all this other stuff, AGI and ASI, okay? And Open AI. Let me turn this around so y'all can see. He had to testify in front of Congress. Now he want to act like he looking all worried now.
Cause significant. We, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world. I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. And we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening. But we try to be very clear-eyed about what the downside case is and the work that we have to do to mitigate that.
An anomaly on Capitol Hill.
I'm going to just rewind that back. YouTube.
My worst fears are that we cause significant, we, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant.
My worst fear. My worst.
I'm not a gangster,
okay?
son.
My worst. Listen.
Help me!
My worst fears are that we cause.
Help me!
My worst fears are that we cause significant, we, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world. I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. And we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening. But we try to be very clear-eyed about what the downside case is and the work that we have to do to mitigate that.
An anomaly on Capitol Hill. Private tech CEOs asking for more government regulation. It's usually the other way around.
I'm going to leave that right there. What we fear is that what we created can go terribly wrong for humanity. And they releasing this thing next year. They said that they had to buy doomsday bunkers before they released this. I talked about it in the last live. If you missed it, please go watch it. The last one before this one. Okay? Let me stop the share on that and come back over here and grab the second one up. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Humanity. In a recent interview, Elon Musk said,
It doesn't have to be evil to destroy humanity. If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course, without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. It's just like if we're building a road and an anthill happens to be in the way, we don't hate ants. We're just building a road. And so goodbye, anthill.
AI can destroy humanity. In a recent interview, Elon Musk said,
It doesn't have to be evil to destroy humanity. If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course, without even thinking.
AI don't have to be evil to destroy humanity. Based on all that I have presented to y'all on this live, does it seem to be that their ultimate goal is to destroy? You're destroying people's livelihoods, where people live, how people can make a means, a way of living, taking and replacing people with AI, artificial intelligence, bringing them on the scene, releasing this AGI. What benefit did you think releasing this AGI was going to do? And now you're running scared talking about you don't know if what y'all created, if y'all don't think AI ain't taking over and replacing people, think again. I got 2 more minutes to show y'all these articles, okay? Ones I didn't get to. This is called Alpha School. Go look it up. This is the first school run by AI. The robot is the teacher. Doesn't that look creepy? Doesn't that look creepy? AI runs this school. And your man signs executive order boosting AI and kindergarten through 12s. He wants the young people to learn AI because that's the way that this world, not just America, this world is going. But to have a school run by AI and replace the teachers, they only have 1 or 2 teachers for support. In case the child needs that emotional interaction, because AI can give that. But this is why it's replacing lots of people. It's terrible. And it's not just one school, it's schools. They have AI church. Okay? They have AI church. There's no look how many people in attendance to come be preached to with AI. Let me see. OpenAI and the UAE to build massive AI data centers in Abu Dhabi, Dubai. This is global. Global. That's why they're building all these data centers, with one of the largest ones being in Texas. Several other places. They will invest an additional dollar in U.S. AI infrastructure as well, including Stargate, right here. The deal is partnership with Oracle, NVIDIA, Cisco, SoftBank, G42, and Middle East-based AI startup backed by Microsoft and others. The U.S. government, which has a say over such deals via its Export Control Authority, also gave its approval to the effort. Trump announces 500 billion AI infrastructure investment in the US. And this is the one who created AGI that wants to destroy human beings. And this brother over here is in with NVIDIA. And they donated all this money to the United States to invest in their AI infrastructure. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Do y'all mind? I've been here since I'm finna stop the share. Do y'all mind if I go use the ladies' room? I have some opportunities and some deals that you might want to take advantage of if you slow poked around the last time. I'm not here to force anybody. This one last thing I do want to show y'all, because when I saw this, it's like the Spirit of God said, this is exactly what I want for my people. We won't go get our credit fixed so we can leverage it real quick. You can literally have hundreds of thousands of dollars in within 30 days. It does not take long, y'all. What takes long is that we're not taking it serious. We're not taking it serious. But let me go ahead and share this real quick. This really had me bothered, okay? And I'm not putting my mouth on nobody because I don't know this man. Study you selling this house and this compound. Why don't you use it for a God city? When all of this stuff that is written in the Bible shall happen and come to pass, why would you be selling it for $15 million? This is what we should be doing. And we need to have land in a place that allows us to do this. I just told y'all there's 20 acres of land for dirt cheap. You can build the same thing on your land. I just and God knows I'm not going to put my mouth on nobody. Okay, that's on you, Jesus, and that's between you and them. I'm not going to put my mouth on nobody. But I just wonder why, with all of the stuff that's going on, why are you not using that to turn that into a community where the church folks can start businesses and start learning how to skill and start learning how to sow and plant and all of this stuff? Why would you be selling this for $15 million after you get this in your possession? Because land is an inheritance by God. The actual word, a wise man or a wise woman leaves an inheritance to their children's children. That word inheritance is land. Y'all talk back to me. I didn't slowpoke. I couldn't get logged into Venmo. Whatever you want, sister, grab it, because today's going to be the day. Okay? I'm not going to worry y'all with this. If y'all want to pay me, whether you pay me or you pay somebody else, really ain't going to make a difference to me. Okay? Not me. You're going to either spend money one way or the other. You're going to pay it with currency or pay it with your time. I have opportunities that will help you get in a better position so that we can come together if need be. It don't matter. As a kingdom, to prepare ourselves for what is to come. Period, point blank. Prepare your families. Prepare yourself if you don't have a family. Prepare your animals. Prepare those that God has called you to be an overseer or to be assigned to you. You have a purpose. You weren't born to waste time. You weren't born to just work to pay bills and die either. You were born on purpose for a purpose. Okay? I don't have children, but I wanted land for years. I got you. I got you. So I am going to go on the other side of the house real quick and use the ladies' room, and then I'm gonna be back with a couple of opportunities. If you want them, you got to be ready. Okay, I'm gonna make them as reasonable and as affordable as possible for you. I'm talking about where to get you some land at, how to get a business done for you. I'm going to be covering several things, okay? Something that's already done for you that you can buy and actually start selling, several things, okay? So I will be right back. I'm not going to leave y'all just here sitting in the chat. If it's for you, you'll still be here when I get here. There's some opportunities we have right now to buy lots of land. And I know where land is at for super cheap. But we're running out of time because we study procrastinating. We study saying, I got till tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. We don't know if we're going to be here next week. Okay? I'm going to let y'all see this right back. Wait for me, okay? Shut that door for me, honey. All right, sir. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. Stop the share right there. Bring it on back in, okay? All right, excuse me. Wow, I didn't get a bottle of water. I know I ain't finna get the hiccups. Where I'm going. So I'm gonna start from the least to the greatest, okay? Some opportunities. Right now, if you like driving, or even if you don't like driving and you need some extra income, first of all, let me give y'all the free. Let me give y'all the free first, okay? Let me do that. Hello Skip. I mentioned that in a live a few days ago. Hello Skip. They give out $1,000 grants every Tuesday and Friday. That's free 99, okay? Y'all get some more people on here because I'm just dropping free stuff right now, okay? Hello Skip. They give out $1,000 grant every Tuesday and Friday, which means you probably would want to go and put in, Hello Skip is a free app, but if you sign up for the premium plan, which is like maybe $12, $20, something like that, it will allow you to use the AI feature to write the grant for you. You just put in what it is you want to do, what you're going to need the money for, who you're going to serve with the money, and then you show up on a live tomorrow or Friday. If you don't make it in today, Friday is another one coming up. Hello Skip. Hello Skip. SKIP. Hello Skip. Okay? That's how you can get $1,000 grant money. There are multiple millions of other grants on there. If you're a woman, if you're a widow, if you LGBT, if you in the minority community, if you whatever, if you allow AI pay that investment, I said investment gives you a harvest. Free come with limitations, but investment will give you a harvest, okay? When you invest in yourself. Hello Skip is the website you want to go to. Every Tuesday and every Friday, they give out $1,000 just on the strength, okay? That's number one, freebie. Number two, I want you to go and type in Google. It's homework for you. And that's why I told you, when you're a business owner, they play different ways, okay? When you're a consumer, then, hey, it is what it is. But when you are a business owner, they play different games in different ways. I want you to go to Google and I want you to type in self-employment career assistant program. They will pay you like the unemployment to start a business, to become an entrepreneur, to become self-employed. And it's in every state. All you got to do is type in self-employment career assistant program in your state. In Texas, in California, Virginia, in New York, and Wyoming, self-employment career assistant program. Somebody put that in the chat on all platforms right now in case somebody else need to see that. Hello Skip gives out $1,000 grants, free money you don't got to pay back every Tuesday and Friday. And you need to go on Google and find the self-employment career assistant program in your state. They will give you a weekly pay to become an entrepreneur. And if you want, you can go to careeronestop.org. The government gives money, just like the CFDI. That is a community development institution that gives money. And it's given to them by the government. When you get them big old contracts, they have to give out money to certain people, especially to business owners, aspiring or just newly started up. Go to careeronestop.org. Courier, 1ONE, not the letter one, the number one, but ONE stop.org. Okay, y'all got the free stuff. Now we move off of that, so you can't say nobody never gave you nothing, and then you can't say, well, no, give me no money. I just gave you free game. Go get you some. Go get you some. We come on back over here. I wanted to tell you about that little Divock 19 variant that came back around, but I'll save that for the next one. They have medical courier positions that you, and it's not even a position, so I don't want to make it seem like you got to go work for another man, because you don't. You work for yourself. You pick your own schedule. You pick what you want to pick up, what you want to drop off. You make whatever you want to make, okay? People are doing $2,500 a week, delivering all kinds of stuff, prescriptions from the pharmacy, to the doctor's office, them little birth control packs, to like Planned Parenthood, car dealerships are ordering car parts, to bring to their dealerships from like the car part stores, catering, you name it. So many different things. People are literally making $2,500 a week. I have a list with over 150 of them, with the top ones that you can just simply go and register yourself. You have to have a 2006 vehicle or above, but this is a way for you to get passive income. Even if you work a 9-to-5 on the weekend, you can utilize your vehicle. If you got a car payment, you need to turn that car payment into an ATM machine. Get rid of the payments. Turn whatever you got into a stream. If you got a cell phone, making a monthly payment on your cell phones and making a monthly payment on your device because you leased it, then turn it into a stream of income. If you got a vehicle that sits in your driveway more than you drive it, then turn it into an income stream. I have the medical courier list with over 150 different companies that you can go and drive in your spare time over summer for teachers, whatever you want to do, okay? My husband even utilizes it, and he has his own businesses. I have that for $47. Put a 1 in the chat if you would like the medical courier list. Not only do it give you an advantage of being able to go make you some extra money. Hey, you need your rent paid or something, you can make that in a week using your car. Not only can you benefit from the list, but also you can sell it. This is a digital product. This is a digital product that you can sell. There's no services. There ain't no shipping to nobody. There ain't no, making sure that labels are put on. This is a digital product. It lives in the digital space. You can buy it from me exactly how I send it to you. You can sell it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want the medical courier list for $47. Okay? Normally sold at $97. Told y'all, I got some deals, and you got to be ready to catch them with 2 hands. Moving right on along. I have if you would like to get the trade line vendors list. Now I have a group, I have a private chat that you can become a part of and get access to trade lines. Now let me tell you what trade lines are. They're just old aged accounts. If I had $50,000 credit limit offered to me 10 years ago, and you need to buy a house in the next 30 days, you need to rent and find you a place to stay because your credit score then got shot, the student loans and dropped your score 200 points. Well, here's a way to get your points back, because now adding my history to your credit report gives you 5 years of history with a $50,000 limit, okay? It's called an AU, or authorized user. I also have auto trade lines. Auto trade lines will allow you to walk in. It'll show as paid in full $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 paid in full. You can walk into the dealership, put no money down with that type of history being reported on your credit report. I have the trade line plug where you can go buy these for dirt cheap and help people get them in a better position. All you need is to add 3 to yours to get to an 800. And add the right way, okay? This is just the list. This is just the list. It has where you go in, it gives you all the instructions when you want to purchase a trade line, add a trade line, the information that they're going to need from you, your name, your date of birth, what's your email, your information so the trade line can be added to your credit report. After the trade line closes, say it closed on the 30th, 7 to 10 days after the closing date, it will reflect on your consumer report as a new account has been added to your credit, reflecting the amount of whatever trade line you pick. If you want access to the list, it is originally $97. I am going to offer it for $47. Put a 2 in the chat if you would like to get the sauce or get the link so that you can add trade lines for yourself and help your family out too. Hey, y'all need to boost y'all score. Hey, how about we go buy this land plot together? Let us all take 30 days to boost our scores and then go get money from Bank of America. Go get $150,000, no doc, from Bank of America. We can go hit up Chase. We can go hit up Navy Federal. If you want that, put a 2 in the chat, okay? If you want to be added to the channel where you get to now sell the trade lines and get access to more than one vendor, but multiple vendors, and you can also get access to the auto trade lines, which is doing people a lot of justice. People are actually adding the auto trade lines and going out getting like Rolls Royces and luxury vehicles so that not only they can drive it, but they can also start a luxury rental car company. Some big old mogul come into Texas and he looking for a Porsche. I got you. It's $1,000 rental a day. Okay? $1,000 rental a day. So you can be added to the channel where you get access to these. You get access to how to market them, how to sell them, all that good stuff. Okay? It really works. I showed y'all. One of my clients got 701 points added to a CPN. Wasn't even her social. It was a CPN. She built and rebuilding her credit using a CPN. Okay. Credit score went up from a flat line to 701 points, adding one trade line across all 3 credit bureaus. Which means she can walk into any dealership, she can walk into any apartment complex, not even have to pay a deposit, not even have to put anything down, because anything over a 700 qualifies you to show no documentation. You can go in a Sam's Club, get approved for a $10,000, $25,000 MasterCard because it requires you to show no documentation. Your adult report card, which is your credit report, shows them your ability to manage finances. And if they see other people that lend to you by you adding me to my trade line to your credit, shows them that somebody has leased or lent you a large lump sum of money, and you have been in positive standing with them for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Okay. For a $35,000, $45,000 trade line, I charge $1,000. If there's 10 spaces available on that one trade line, I've just paid myself $10,000 in one day selling trade lines. This is the fastest way, legitimate, 1,000% legal way to do you a big bag. You do $10,000 a month. I done showed y'all $50,000 in the last 5 months. Over 50 going to $60,000 in the last 5 months. Digitally, never leaving the home, none of that, okay? $497, originally $1,000 to be added to this trade line channel, to be in a community, to get first dibs, okay, on multiple vendors, auto trade lines, regular trade lines, primary trade lines, authorized user trade lines. Put a 3 in the chat if you would like to go on that journey. Now, I'm not going to cap with y'all, okay? I show y'all all the time. If I need to go buy land and I can go buy me some land for $5,000 and I'm doing $10,000 months, if inflation is about to skyrocket, okay? If inflation is about to skyrocket, then I need my money to skyrocket to keep up with inflation. Hello, somebody. And this does not affect or hurt your Social Security or your benefits. They coming for them anyway. Okay? Just so you know. They coming for them anyway. But it don't hurt. Okay? May's earning. May 2025. $7,000. We're going to work our way back. Y'all keep the number. May 2025. We're going to go to April. That's 7,000. I'm going to slide it over so y'all can see me sliding it over right there to April. You see the numbers start coming up on there. Okay, that's 8,000. So we got 7,000, 8,000. We just going to say 8,893. We're going to say 9,000, 7,000. That's 18,000 in 2 months. Okay, 18,000 in 2 months. Now we're going to go to March. Okay, 15,000. 15,000 March 2025. $15,000 March 2025. We got 18 plus 15. We had 33,000 in 3 months. Okay, 33,000 in 3 months. Business. Catch that with 2 hands. Business income. So we had 33,000, and then in February it was 16,000. Okay? In February, 16,000. We had 33,000. That's 43,000, 49,000 in 4 months. $49,000 in 4 months. Then we just gonna go to the beginning of the year, which is January, and we did 10,000 in January. Okay? 2025. $59,000 in 5 months. Trade line. You want to get added? It's $4.97 for the trade line. Chat, community, and the plays. $4.97, so you can be able to run up a big bag. This is something that is in season, out of season, winter, snow, spring, fall. Everybody need their credit fixed at all times, okay? So that's $4.97. You can get that. I have a 16-week AI automation and systems. 16-week AI automation and systems. I'm going to show you how to create digital products. I'm going to show you how to sell them digital products. I'm going to show you how to scale digital products. Most people want to know, how did you do $1 million? All digital products. All digital products. All digital products. $1 million from digital products. Okay? I have the AI automations, and when you set it one time and you have somebody show you how to do it, and set it one time and then you automate it, you never have nothing to worry about. While I'm talking to you right now, I'm collecting leads. While I'm talking to you right now, I'm collecting leads. Straight up. Because I have automated my systems. So now you automate, and when you automate, you scale. I have all kind of platforms. I have 10 days to your first $1,000. Okay? 10 days to your first $1,000. 10K in your first 30 days. 10K there, 10K every month thereafter. All digital products, never having to show your face. People don't even got to know who you are. You can do it as a DBA. Okay, you can put it as a LLC or EIN. Nobody has to know your name, who you are, none of that. This is business income, so it does not apply to you personally, because this is not personal income, this is business income. So I have the AI automations. This is going to be my final call. Inside of my group, it's already a group with hundreds of people in there, okay? Half on the waiting list, half in the community. I don't let everybody in here. When I tell y'all I'm only taking 5 or 3 or 12, I absolutely mean that, and that just settles it, okay? I absolutely mean that, and that just settles it. These people in here, inside of this group, have already gone on to do $5,000, $10,000, one client. I tell y'all all the time, the people who mine for gold is not the people who prospered the most. The people who sold the shovels is the one who prospered the most. Now, if everything is going digital, and I know businesses are going to need AI marketing, I'm the woman for the job. You ain't getting rid of me. Yeah, okay, ain't no job, ain't no robot finna replace me. You gonna need me to create your visuals. You gonna need me to create your graphics. You gonna need me to manage your account, and that's going to be $20,000 for me to maintain and manage your social media account for the next 3 months, okay? All I'm gonna do is set it and forget it, automate it, run some ads to it, create your designs and run some ads to it. That's it. And ChatGPT can do all of that. Visuals, images, all of that. Your ad script, ChatGPT and Claude can do all of that, okay? I don't sell any of my mentorships first and foremost. All of my mentorships are $5,000. Whenever I offer a sale, I'll offer it for $997. I'm offering to get into this mentorship. It is 16 weeks. Okay? You don't make $10,000. You got to follow everything I say. So don't try to play me like, I done made $10,000. You ain't did anything, because I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to see where you fell off or where your system is broken. You don't make $10,000, by the end of our 16 weeks, you get your money back, just period, point blank, okay? Because I'm not in it for the income, I'm in it for the outcome. If I get more people getting more money and the type of money that we need, then the more we will have to build and do what God has called us to do. I have that for $497. I also have the government contracts. If y'all want to learn how to go make millions, get your acres, your mills, your reparations, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. If you want to get that back, get it back from government contract. June the 1st is going to be what they consider disaster recovery season. Okay, hurricane season is going to be in full demand. If you ain't in transportation or you ain't in, some type of disaster emergency, hey, if you could provide milk, baby formula, clothes, pallets of water, different things of that sort, you can make $1 million, especially in a time of need. Okay, in a disaster. Still got disasters in LA from the fires. Still got disasters in Tennessee from the hurricanes. And now we're about to be hit with another one. Florida is a prime opportunity. So is Georgia. So is Alabama. The government contracts is where it's at. Period, point blank. And AI will do all of it for you. I'm going to show you how to win your first contract. Within 2 weeks of starting this mentorship, up to 90 days, you will have your first 1 or 2 or however many contracts you want to hold. This is the final call on these mentorships, okay? We're doing bigger and better things. Just off the bigger and better things. Funding is the number one go-to. I'm all about getting my people on. So if you want to take advantage of any of these opportunities, here is your chance. And now is your opportunity, your moment to seize the moment. 16-week AI automation. Yep. You want to know how I did $1 million? You want to know how other people are doing $1 million right now? While there are people going broke, there are people absolutely getting rich. Absolutely getting rich. If you just wanted to start a community and automate that, so while you sleep, people are adding to your community, and then when they come in, they pay a small fee, a monthly fee that gives you residual passive income every single month. You can do that. You don't have to sell not one digital product. Put a 4 in the chat if you would like the 16-week AI automation and systems. Trying to see what else I got. I have the 7,500 done for you digital products. Trying to get all of this out of the way before I start talking about land, and before I start talking about funding and different things of that sort. Okay, I have a 7,500 done for you digital products. All you literally got to do is click on the link, add your color to it. If you like a certain color, put your name on it. If you want to put your name on it, it's from ebooks to planners to journals to trackers, you name it. Everything that everybody needs right now. Budgeting, pregnancy, in that area. If you got if you're pregnant, if you got postpartum, if you want to watch your baby milestones, if you want to do social media, if you want to learn how to make millions, faceless, marketing, it got everything in it. It is 7,500 different ways to make money. If you sold everything inside of this bundle for $97 each, you'd have $750,000 in the next 12 months. If you sold everything in this bundle for $47, because that's the minimum I would tell you, I would recommend you to sell. If you want to just, hey, $17 for this real quick, because those add up too. 17 times 1,000, okay? $17,000, that add up too. But minimum, because these journals and planners and all of that different stuff, they are pages long. Some of them up to 80 something pages long. Me personally, $47 minimum, but you can sell it for what you want. I'm going to sell it to you for $97. You can buy it from me for $97, and now you have 7,500 different ways to play. You don't got to go read no YouTube, watch no YouTube. Read no book. You ain't got to go do any of that. It's already done for you. It's ready to sell. All you literally got to do is say, how many people on my timeline or whatever is pregnant and would like to get a pregnancy journal? 40-week pregnancy journal. How many on my timeline, need better budgeting, need to track their finances with inflation being high? Hey, I have a planner where you can track your finances. All kind of different ways to make money, okay? $97 for this 7,500 done for you digital products. Put a 6 in the chat. Land bank. If you want to know where to go buy you some land for dirt cheap. If you want to know where to go buy you some land for dirt cheap, and it is including a 4-hour workshop where I show you how to buy land, where to buy land, how to bid on it, how to win the bid the same day. You can buy land every single day. You know how people be sitting up on them slot machines? You can buy land just like that. $100, $300. And this land is already valued at more than what you buy it. You can buy a piece of land that is already valued at $800 and you want it for $100. You can buy a piece of land for $1,000 that is already valued at $20,000 and sell that in 2 days on this website. Have the money wired into your bank account. People are looking for land up the yin yang. Why? Because they ain't making no more land. They don't make more land. Can't be like, oh yeah, let me go make some more land. You can't do that. They don't make land. So that's why people are buying it. It is a rush season to buy it, okay? I have the workshop, which is 4 hours long, and the list with over 250 different land banks. We don't even know about land banks because they don't ever put us on to that, but now you do. Thanks to your girl, Dr. Warehouse. You can go buy you some land for $50. You can go buy you a house, commercial space. in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico. You can buy the workshop and the list from me for $97. Okay? Put a 7 in the chat if you want that. And whether you hear live or you going to catch it later on, if I decide to run it later on. How you make your payment to secure your spot instead of you just like, oh, okay, let me just sit around lollygag. You definitely want to make your payment to one of the payment platforms that you see on the screen or in the description of this video if you want that. Okay? If you want that. Make your payment. Okay? Yeah, Lawrence purchased the land bank. Yep, he sure did. All right? So we got the land bank list. If you want to join the mentorship, where you get access to go to in-person auctions, where you get to go with a group of other like-minded individuals, not just me, but a whole bunch of cousins, to auctions to buy up cities and towns, okay, and lots of land, and turn it into our own retail shopping centers, or turn it into our own, compounds, or whatever it is we want to turn it into. Who is the brokers? You get to meet them. You get access to them. You get access to the architects. You get access to the developers. You get access to those that will fund you. Okay? We got all things in-house. All things in-house. How you can take this land and sell it to the government. They buy it. And I'm not talking about, hey, buy my land forever. No, they buy it for 2 years, 3 years. If you go buy you a house off the land bank list and in the land bankers mentorship, we go dumb crazy. You become a field inspector. You can make money from that, taking photos of old abandoned properties, empty properties, banks. The banks will pay you, okay? $500, go take some photos over here. So you field inspector, you also get to know what type of loans are available for you and to you when you purchase land. Agricultural loans that will allow you, give you millions of dollars to build on your land after you done cop that land for dirt cheap. So many different ways and different things you can do. How to start an RV park on your land, how to build tiny homes on your land, how to do a mobile trailer park home on your land. Millions of dollars. Okay, how to get a blueprint that costs you $20 and then take it and get it appraised for 1.5 million, $1,500,000, and then take that to the bank. I've got appraised. This is how much this property is going to be once I finish developing it. I need 80% of the loan. They will give you 80% of the loan. Okay, the mentorship. I only allow you to get into this mentorship. Okay. For $2,500. That is a sale because of so much that is involved and so many people that you will get to meet. We go on these open auctions in different states every other month. Every other month. Okay? I will allow 2 people to get into the land banking because it's all tied to government contracts. It's all tied to funding, credit, you name it. Okay. How to get funding to build on your property, how to use business credit to build the interior of your property. You get all of that. Okay. $997. We're moving out of the $497s into the $997. Let me tell y'all before we get to the $997. So we're going to leave that one there for right now. I have a business in a box. It's a done for you, do it yourself, credit business in a box. I tell everybody, if I'm going to get into business doing anything, I want to get into business doing something that everybody needs. This credit business in a box, it has one whole side of just educational, you educating yourself. Right. It also has some done for you ebooks, how to dispute bankruptcies, all kind of stuff. How to build business credit. It has done for you ebooks so you can be ready out the gate soon as you purchase it to sell it and apply it. This right here is going into a community where I will make passive income. Literally, hundreds of thousands of dollars of passive income. I will put this whole entire business in a box inside of a community. And they pay me $50 a month to get access to this, to everything that's in there. Now they changing their lives. They got templates to go help out their cousins and their mama and their family and all of that. I cannot sell that to you for lesser than $497. I cannot sell it to you for lesser than $497. When you buy it from me, you cannot sell it for lesser than $497. But I will give y'all the play, okay? 2 people will put $250. I will let you get it for $250, and I will put $247 with it, totaling $497. I can't sell it for lesser than $497, but I will help 2 people. This is when I talk about all of the funding sauce, everything is inside of this business in a box. It's literally a business in a box. You can sell it as a business in a box, or you can sell it individually. Hey, you on check systems? I got a template for you. Student loan removal? I got a template for you. I have a 24-hour hard inquiry removal guide. I can sell that to you. So many different things I can sell to you. Repossessions, you got charge off. Here's a dispute letter. You can sell it individually, or you can sell it as a whole entire business in a box. Okay? For 2 people that want that, I will give it to you for $250. I will put the $247, making it $497. Put a 8 in the list, in the chat, if you want that. Okay. Now back to the $997. That was the land banking mentorship. I will actually do something I have never done. Okay. And I will only do this for 3 people. I will give you the government contracts and the land banking mentorship, okay, for $997 as a bundle. I will give you the government contracts because that's where that big bag at. And I'm not even playing small with government contracts. I can go to the university right now and get a $10,000 contract for providing them some ballpoint pens. It's finna be back to school. They got contracts to go and find them book bags to give away at their charity drives and different things of that sort. We getting ready to come into the busiest quarter in government contracting space. If they don't get rid of all of this money during these quarters, when that 4th quarter hit, they just be dumping it like liquid gold. Hey, can you take a $5 million contract? We don't even care if you qualify. You have the NACE code. So can you take it? Yeah, I can take it. Cool. Everything leads to government contract. What I'm teaching you in AI, they are paying big money because everything is going towards AI. They are paying big money to bring you on board, not hire you. This is not a job. To bring you on board and have you provide a service for them. Whether that is, hey, can you make me some social media flyers? Can you manage my account? The Navy, the Army, all these government buildings need digital prompt engineers and everybody that knows how to move in this space. If you can come in and teach them how to use AI, that's a contract, okay? I will do the government contract, and I will do either the land banking. You can bundle it up. You can do the government contract, you can do the land banking, you can do the government contract, and you can do the AI. I will do 2 for $997, okay? That's what I got for y'all. Last but never least, the opportunity. I got the funding, okay? I got 2 done for you opportunities. I will build you a digital business, okay, with digital products and a community ready to pay you, okay? This is just digital, in a digital space. I will build you your community and your digital products and fill your community with people that want to buy your digital products. I will hand it over to you, and you will be responsible for making sure you continue to post content and keep the group engaged, the community engaged, so you make sales, okay? but I will put it together for you. If you don't have the time or the skill set, or you don't want to learn a skill set, I will do it for you. Okay? I will do it for you for $497. And I will only take 2 people. Only take 2 people on that. Okay? I have a lot of different endeavors that I am doing, and I don't have a lot of time to build, do workshops, any of that anymore. Okay? I will take 2 people. I will do it for you, build it out for you, and then hand it off to you, and you will have a digital business. Okay? You will have a digital business. People coming into your group, people buying your digital product. You don't have to worry about saying, hey, I'm a new business owner, showing my face. Would you like to buy? No, your group is going to be filled with people who want exactly what you got and what you offer for them. Okay? So I will do that for 2 people for $497. Also, we have a done-for-you funding opportunity. Okay? We're moving out of that into something different. This is a $2,000 investment. And I had a couple of signups. I said 5 initially. I only have 2 spots left. Okay. We're getting the business plans and all of that stuff together because that's all you really need. So I'm going to help you get 30. Some people didn't even got $47,000 in funding. If I'm coming by here giving you free funding gems, then you know I know where to go get you some funding from. Okay. I will get you $30,000 minimum with just a business plan up front. Okay. That's on the front end. So already you didn't 100x your $2,000 investment on the front end. Then I will clean your credit to get your credit score to a 720, because that's all I needed. And actually, I won't be cleaning credit because I don't clean credit. A team will be cleaning your credit, okay, to get you to a 720. We know exactly what your profile needs to look like. No hard inquiries, your debt to income ratio. So we will build it, okay? We will build it for you in a position for you to get funded. And then after we build it for you, then we're going to go after the big bag. I've showed you guys $220,000 to a client in funding, $25,000 to a client in funding, $100,000 combined to a client in funding. We will make sure we get you a bag. Why? Because on the back end, we get 10%. So if we go get $1 million in funding for you, then that'll be $100,000 payout for us, 10% of the million. You walk away with $900,000. I walk away with $100,000. We went and got you $50,000. You would give me 10%, which is $5,000. You will walk away with $45,000, and it comes with a consultation for you to be able to know how to use this money and you don't squander it or fumble it or whatever, right? We're going to show you how to pay back the loan using the 50% rule. You pay that back using their money to pay them back, and then everything else is in profit. So for a $2,000 investment, we will get you together credit-wise and funding-wise financially, okay? We will do your documentation. We will send you to the CDFI lender that is going to fund your vision. And this will be in a business, okay? You don't have to have a business. It will be in a business name, so it's not attributed or, it is not connected to you. So I have that done for you. Opportunity 2,000. We only have 2 spots available that is left. We had 5. We down to 2. Are you still involved in the Hustleher community? I am. Yeah, for sure. Yes, absolutely. Last but never least, I have an opportunity. Anybody want to buy some land with me? Okay. Anybody want to buy some land with me? I have an opportunity to go buy 20 acres worth of land. We can build on it. You can actually take land and flip it, sell it, however you want. Let it sit still. Build you and your family something. That's the least. A person who does not take care of their family is worse than an infidel. That's what the good book said. You worse than the worst of the unbelievers when you don't take care of your family. If you got something right now that'll put your family in a position should they decide to pop off, when they decide to pop off, a wise man and a wise woman. A wise man and a wise woman leaves an inheritance for their children's children. That's 2 generations. You're supposed to have enough for 70 years. Every generation is 35 years. For 70 years, that's a lot. And if you're behind, you got some catching up to do. And instead of you having to work all your life to do that, then there's faster routes, there's faster plays, there's all kind of hacks that you can get to the bag fast. Okay? I am looking for, it's going to be a group of 5 of us. There's only 3 spots left. Let's go buy this land. It is, okay? And when I say this, if this is what God has given to you in your spirit, he don't have to beg you. He gave you the money. The money is not ours anyway. It is supposed to be used to fulfill his assignment in the earth. Do we get to benefit and take care of our families and different things? Yes, but when God calls you to something greater that you don't even understand, even I don't understand. Why did he make me go buy 20 acres of land? Because he want me to preserve his people in that time. And when I tell you that the enemy tried to fight me with the land, and I have prevailed because I was tenacious, even when other people was like, you probably should sell it. They taking too long to finish. This is no and no and no. This is heritage. This is an inheritance. Straight up. Okay? I don't know why no commercials is playing on my YouTube. I know you done lost your whole mind. Or is this a song? Hold on, let me get this right. Oh, okay. Okay, tell me something. All right. So I have an opportunity, hear me clearly, for us to buy land. Okay? I even have an opportunity for them to build us a house. I'm just looking for one partner on this that wants to just come and partner with me. I'll say, 2 people at the most that wants to partner with me, okay, on a home that is being developed. It's going to be built from the ground up. It's not going to be a home that we're going to live in, but it's going to be a home that we're going to utilize for short-term Airbnb or to contract it with the government. Government pays $20,000 per bedroom. It is right by a big old amphitheater. All kind of developments is around it. A very prestigious area built from the ground up. But now we will begin to get royalties, passive income. I call them royalties, but passive income from this property. And we can have this whole entire thing built in 90 days. We will have it built in 90 days from the ground up. Okay? It is a $5,000 investment. You put $2,500 on it, with the other $2,500 due the following month. The other $2,500 has to be paid before the completion of the build. But if you pay it in full, we will be set on just this one property. We will be set on just this one property. You'd be part of the process, watch it be built, all of that stuff. You'd have, and then once we get it up and running and we use business credit to go ahead and furnish it, then we go ahead and we already gonna have it booked before it's even completed. We already gonna have it booked before it's even completed. And then we're gonna turn around and offer it to the government for a lot of money. So we will have passive income coming in generationally for a very long time, as long as we own the property, okay? And we will not sell it. We will keep it there, not unless the sale was right and we both be able to split, millions of dollars, something like that. But I have, I want to say 1 spot, but I will say 2. 2 is, enough. But we still would do well with 3 people on this project, built from the ground up, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom home, okay, in Birmingham, Alabama. If you would like any of these, speak now or forever hold your peace, okay? And the reason why I mention it on this live, because I know you are on this live. If I don't know anything else. And one thing that I do know is that the Most High God is trying to get something to us that we ain't never had before, we ain't never seen before. And scared money don't make no money. We got to be like those with that was mentioned in the parable of the talents. I'm not ever afraid to take risks. Money I can always get back, but an opportunity you can't. And God has given us some great opportunities to bring us in some rapid revenue real fast. And the reason why we need it real fast is because we are in a dire crisis. Everything is going up. At the end of the day, we will have physical assets. The wealth that God gave to us, the original wealth, not this, okay, get rich and you be rich. That's not it, okay? We're not doing that. We're leaving legacies. And not just leaving a legacy for when we're gone. We're living legacy while we are alive. These are investment opportunities, partnerships, and deals where you can actually change your whole entire life and change the trajectory of your financial forecast. I know if I don't know anything else, the 1 or the 2 of you are here on this live. I wouldn't have mentioned it. Who are you that want to get in on that? And then from there, we will not only just, hey, go buy a house. No, you're going to learn how we going to do this. You still get access to the developers and all of that other stuff, so you can turn around and go do it yourself. Separate. Over and over and over again. We can buy land, but now what can we build? And then get your whole entire building funded. You have all of the resources that you ever need in one spot, okay? Definitely got to invest to get in this room. But that is what is included, okay? Anybody? I got 5 minutes if you have any questions. Father, I'm just going to take 2 minutes to pray. You know exactly who needs to be doing what. And you know because you have called them by name. I pray that those that have ears to hear would hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to them. That we do not want to be cursed and we do not want to make flesh our strength. We want to rely on you solely, Lord, and we know that we are running out of time. You are a God that does not live in time, but we as human beings, we live in time. And there are things that are happening that are not only catastrophic, but they are cataclysmic, and they will hurt and harm a lot of your people. Father, use us. Use our hands, our mouth, our feet, our money, whatever aspect you want to use. You have free permission to do so. Those that have been called, you said to whom much is given, much is required. God can't give you anything because you're fearful. Or you say, well, that might be my last. No, your last or your little is a lot in the hands of the master. I would rather dump my cash and get me assets that I can turn around and leverage later on. If I ever need to sell, I have more than what I invested. Where are you at on this live right now? And the Holy Spirit is not going to beg. It is time for us to possess the land, not just take land, possess the land. Possess the land. It is time for us to possess the land, and God has given us an opportunity. Not only is he giving us opportunity to buy land, to get land, stuff that our grandparents used to have to shine shoes and stuff up, used to have to get beat up if they had too much of. we have an opportunity to get it. And we have an opportunity to get it dirt cheap. I'm going to show you in Florida market, in Arizona market. I'm going to show you in all of these markets how to rinse, wash, and repeat the process to where you have physical assets. Okay? I'm going to leave it alone after that. I'm going to leave it alone after this. Any questions for me? I love y'all. I have did my assignment. My hands are clean. We disobey God when the time comes and things happen. He's going to remind us, I gave you an opportunity, and this was the opportunity I gave you. I just like to put that out there. Never forget when God told me for so long to write my book, and I did not. And then when I hurt my back on my government job and they wouldn't pay me for 6 months, then the Lord had to remind me, if you would have written the book, you would have had royalties coming in faithfully every month. Then you wouldn't be scrambling and scraping around, asking me and begging me and panicking because you need a miracle. You have Pampers you need to buy. You need food to buy, buy for your child. You have a little child. But if had you would have hearkened and listened, but you didn't. You made flesh your strength. And now that flesh won't even feed you. They can care less if you're about to be evicted. Any questions for me? No? Yes or no? It's my final call. I'm not going to bother y'all, pressure y'all. I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm a servant. I come out to serve. I come out to offer solutions to a lot of these problems that we are faced with. I come by to offer solutions because that's what God told me to do. With that being said, any questions for me? Anybody want any of those opportunities? Whether you're over here on Instagram, I know you cannot see the information on the screen, so you would definitely have to hit my DM. Okay. I ordered the land mentorship number 7. Cool. Absolutely cool. Congratulations to you. Any questions for me? I will get that right over to you. Any questions for me before I go? I got 1 minute. So if you type slow, you got to type fast. I'm going to try to offer it. That being said, y'all, while I wrap this up, see if there's any questions come on the screen. Once I end the live, then that's it. If you leave something after the live, nobody will see it, including me. Okay? If you leave any questions after the live, once it's done, it's ended, you try to go back and you watch, it's gone. Are you still doing the Hustler program? Yeah, I answered your question, beloved. I am. Yep, absolutely. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Question about the Birmingham land. What percentage is the ownership? 50-50. 50-50, we will own it. It will be ours. 50-50 ownership. We will own it, and that's how the royalties or the passive income that will be coming in from that space will go down. Okay, these are the last seconds that I offer anything. Next time you hear me offer these, because I will, they will not be at these price points. I won't feel sorry for nobody. I don't owe anybody no affordability, no sympathy. You have so many different ways to go and join with whoever and do whatever. I'm on a kingdom assignment. It's time to build. Okay. I know ways to get us passive income and lots of money. Okay. Lots of money, because we need lots of money to do lots of things that God has called us to do. That being said, I love y'all, and I will see you guys on the next time. Okay. All right.